Hello, everyone. Back with an EDD update. We're going to take a look at the top story for the week, which is those PUA documentation requests continuing to go out, and also what is happening to numerous claimants who are having their submitted documents incorrectly rejected by the EDD. We're also going to take a look at what you may want to do if this happens to you. Now, over the past month, the EDD has begun to send out those proof of work history documentation requests to nearly 1 million PUA claimants. The EDD is doing this because they are required to do so by federal law. Now, it should be noted they were made aware of this documentation requirement back in January of 2021, but only started requesting these documents in November. Now, the prime example of claimants incorrectly having their documents rejected are those who are submitting their federal tax returns, including their Schedule Cs. Despite these being the best documents to submit, and the fact many who have submitted these items are getting them approved, there are a significant amount of people who are not. We're seeing total inconsistency by those who are assigned to approve these documents at the EDD. Also, reports now coming in from claimants who are submitting other items on the allowed list now being told while those are allowable items, they are not sufficient enough. Examples of that would include business licenses, federal employer ID numbers, and business plans. Again, claimants being told one thing and later finding out that is not acceptable. So what you will want to do next depends on your particular situation. If you believe you have in fact sent in the right documents and believe the items were incorrectly rejected, you will want to reach the EDD by phone and speak to a Tier 2 rep before filing that appeal. There have been dozens and dozens of reports of claimants who have had their documents re-examined by a Tier 2 rep over the phone, which were approved within a matter of minutes. No reason was given except being told the disqualification was made in error, and afterwards the claimants received a letter similar to this one by mail confirming the documents were in fact approved. Now, while reaching the EDD by phone is still difficult, the call volume has significantly dropped over the last several months. But do be prepared to invest some time in attempting to reach them. It may take dozens of attempts to get into that hold queue, but do keep in mind the appeals process is averaging 6 to 8 months. So for those who choose to go that route first, they can be dealing with this well into next summer. For those of you still needing to submit the documents, the best items to submit despite these incorrect rejections is your federal tax returns with the Schedule Cs for those who are self-employed. If you were not self-employed but previously a W-2 employee put on PUA, just your federal tax returns and, if possible, a copy of that W-2 tax form from the tax year before filing that PUA claim. Sending in as much documentation as possible will definitely increase the chances of approval. Also, it should be noted the one item that will be rejected by itself is the 1099 form. If you choose to send in the 1099 form, you will want to do so with your federal taxes. As you may remember, the 1099 form by itself was also rejected during the PUA income verification process earlier this year. For those filing appeals, once the EDD has begun the process of that appeal, you will see it updated in your UI online accounts. The payments will change from disqualified to appeal like seen here, and that will be your confirmation that the appeals process has begun. In the meantime, we will keep monitoring the situation for further developments, so make sure to click on that subscribe button below for future updates on this channel, and thanks for